Yeah. How are you? Do you play music out of your house?
Out of my house? That's a good
Or
question.
just in your
I mean, if you count like my relative's house, I guess so. But I'm not a musician. I'm just doing it as a hobby. But I'd like to play out of my house. That would be in a perfect world. That's probably what I could be doing if I got better. If I started. That's a good question. I'd like to, I guess is my answer, but I don't right now. It's just here. Yeah. It's just a fun thing to do. It's kind of amazing, like, that when you practice music in general, like, you start just learning things and getting better at things, and I'm sure you would know that, but, it's pretty cool to see that firsthand. But,
that you can see the improvements and stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty amazing. Like, I mean, we could probably get into that a little bit once we get going officially, but it's like, I can imagine you felt those moments when you were starting out with music, and then it was like and you were like, did you start feeling like specific moments where you felt, oh man, I'm totally getting this. This is starting to really come together.
I've always done it for fun, without really any strings attached, and I did feel like I flourished in that environment. But more like for individual things, like when I started looping, I was so bad at first.
Oh, okay.
And then even when I was still bad, but I started to hit a stride, I was like, okay, if I just keep chipping away,
yeah.
I'll figure this out.
That's cool. I mean, and where you've come from there has been amazing. It's so impressive to see and hear. Well, not necessarily see, but to hear and see like how cool it is today. So that's really cool that you saw the journey, and then it's taken you to really good places. And I'm sure there's places they can go, as a matter of fact, which is cool.
Yeah, we'll see. I think like having an idea of like seeing potential. My mom has always really encouraged me to be a visualizer. She's like, just imagine yourself, succeeding or whatever. And even though I'm like, come on, Mom, don't be so schmoopy. I think that I still internalize that, and I do visualize, okay, like where can I take this, or how can I apply this, or even within my imagination, like imagining, like I'm going to be awesome today, or, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, confidence is a big part of being an entertainer, right? Like, I think that's cool that you can gain that confidence to do things. And so your mom, I think, has her heart in the right place. That's really cool. Oh my goodness, already out of the box. Smack Talk, thank you for the resub. Holy cow. Welcome in. And by the way, hello, Toilet After Dark and Lincoln 32. Nice to see you all here in the chat with our friend Emily McVicker. We'll start officially in just a moment or two, but we're just hanging out here waiting for some folks to enter us in the chat. And we are closing in on a hype train already. Oh my goodness, this is so fast. This is all just coming up on us. But thank you for the resub to Bredington as well. Thank you so much for the resub. Let's see. Are we naming him Davey Jr. or Brett Jr. or maybe a combo? Oh, 9 months? 9 months? Twitch baby? Yeah, Twitch baby. I love it. And his gift sub. Oh, that's nice of you, Smack Talk. Thank you so much for the gift sub to Emily. That's really nice. Yeah.
That's so Smack Talk? Thanks. Can they hear me?
They can hear you. Yeah, we're on now. So, yeah.
Check. I was really impressed by Brentington Frothing Slosh.
Oh, yeah. It's a great name. Let me give you some appropriate shout outs. Toilet After Dark. Let's do the thing. Do we have it? Oh my god. Oh. Give me a second. Just gonna do these shout outs really quickly and then we'll get rolling. Okay. And Brett. And anybody else? Did I miss anyone? No. But Smack Talk, if you start streaming, I will shout you out too. But that's great. We already have a hype train. Holy cow, an hype train already out of the box. Thank you so much. We haven't even started the show yet, so I have to go back to the screen. But well, I don't want to start, and I don't want to start before it's 9:30 Eastern, because I feel like it'd be unfair to people who tuned in at 9:30 Eastern, But thank you for already at 90%. That's bananas. What is?
Yay!
Thank you for the 200 bits, Jason. Thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out too. Oh my goodness, you all. so much generosity. It's the show before the show. Absolutely.
Pre-show.
Pre-show. Yeah. But this is like what we like to do because it just helps. It helps us warm up too. So it's really cool to get that rolling. But yeah, I'm glad your weekend event went well. That's really cool. Like you were there with. Cool. Tell us a little bit about the band that you had with you for that wedding.
Well, the event band that I play with, I think in LA there's a tons of bands like this where people they even have a shorthand for them, but I forget what they're called. But basically, there's a roster of every instrument, and so every event we play could be a whole different conglomeration of people. So even this particular gig we played on Orcas Island this weekend, I'd never played with a guitar player, I'd never played with a drummer, and I'd never played with the keyboard player before.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Bill Goodell and Phil are in. Hi, friends.
I love it. Oh, your good friends Bill and Phil are in the chat. So good to see you, and thank you for the resubs, everybody. Bill, I had no idea you were a 7-month resub here at the Sandwich Show. That's unbelievable. Thank you, Bill.
Bill is so sweet, and Phil has 13 months.
Oh yeah, Phil's been here as from the very beginning of this talk show, so we're really happy. Thank you so much, Phil. Let me give you a shout out too, Phil.
Go, Phil.
All right, Phil. Isn't it true that Phil is one of the most generous people?
Yes.
There's no question. There's no question. Thank you, Phil. Cheers back at you. All right, let's start the thing. Jamie, welcome in as well. Shout out to Jamie. Jason, if you could for me. Let's do it. I'm really excited. Wow. Already so much hype in the chat. It's a good sign. And thank you for getting...
Kermit.
Yeah, Kermit's what we use for the subscriptions. I love Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog's awesome. Hey everybody, welcome to Sandwich Show. So good to see you all again. Hope you had a good weekend. And this summer we're having with Get With interviews has just been amazing. So our latest guest, extremely talented gal out of Seattle, Washington, and her name is Emily McVicker. Let's say hi to Emily McVicker tonight. Emily, how's it going? How you doing?
Hi, good.
Is the music a vibe for you? Yeah.
It reminds me of the intro to Material Girl.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty fun. Yeah. I can't be. That's right. Oh, so good. So good to see everybody here in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us early as we start things off. And yeah, big things happening here in your world too, Emily. Really, really great to have you as a part of this. So thank you for joining us once again. And it's time for a hype train, which normally means we do trivia. We'll do some trivia in a little bit. I don't want to do that right off the bat. But thank you, everybody, for the hype train, for all your donos and everything else. Really good times. And the journey to this place has been great. And as not only have you been performing a lot of big events, you had a tour of LA, and your song coming on up made it to the finals in the Twitch Music Vision contest a few weeks back.
Yeah,
that was so great. I mean, if you were to capitulate or summarize the last 4 weeks, I mean, it's been crazy. But it must have been how would you summarize all this excitement in your life in the last 4 weeks?
I don't know.
It's tough. I feel that.
I've been trying to be a good steward of the community. I get so much response from the Twitch community, and now I'm getting some more response from the YouTube community and the loopers. Mm-hmm. So, right when I thought I was kind of mastering the YouTube stuff and making a lot of friends through those videos, the songwriting contest happened thanks to Bill Goodell, who called me on the phone and was like, hey, I think you are a finalist in this contest, but you haven't said anything about it on stream. Am I tripping? And I had no idea that we were in that.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
So, in just a couple of days, we rallied hard.
Nice.
It was awesome.
That was awesome, though. We were in the chat for this contest, and I saw so many 11s in the chat. I think that was your song number, right? So it was tons of 11s.
It was also, 11 was also my number in soccer in high school.
Oh, no kidding. What a coincidence. What a great coincidence that is. Serendipitous, really. That's awesome. What position did you play when you played soccer, out of interest?
Oh, God. They always wanted to put me as a defender, and I wanted to play forward because I'm very offensive. to score. Come on.
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, maybe if you try it again and like, if you ever were to find like a rec league or something, maybe they'll let you be a forward at some point. But that's
maybe I feel pretty appreciative that I graduated soccer without any concussions. I thought that was a big win. So
that's true.
I'm not in a rush to get back to soccer. I have been enjoying my bike though. No contact, hopefully.
No, right. Is that our friend Cleo?
Yes. Oh, you can hear her?
I can.
Cleo.
Talk, thank you very much for the gift sub as well. I've got a lot of thank yous to Phil with a 5 community gift subs. Holy cow, Phil.
Phil's on fire.
Insane generosity, Phil. Thank you so much. And he still got some 11s in the chat. That's great. Keep it in forever. I want to see those 11s. Like anytime you see an 11, people will be like, "What's that about?" It's like,
I know. Well, the thing is, like, I'm so anxious to release some new stuff that I've been working on, and I always feel like, oh, we'll just record it real quick and put it out. Like, I know what I want, and I'm going back and so Coming On Up came out over a year ago. It's crazy. Cleo, shake, switch. Good
nice. I live for those shakes. That's great.
First try.
So good to see you, Cleo. I mean, I was hoping I didn't have to. I guess I didn't have to worry that much about it, but I was definitely hoping to see her on screen tonight. So it's so great to see you. So here's a big question: how did you two meet?
Me and Cleo?
Yeah.
I found her on Craigslist.
Really? That is so wild.
Yeah. My brother had been dating a woman who was allergic to cats, and I wasn't sure if I was allergic to cats. So I was like, these are supposed to be hypoallergenic. But I learned a couple things they broke up, and then I'm not allergic to cats, and Cleo is not hypoallergenic.
Oh. Wow. A lot of things lining up. It was meant to be. That's so cool.
Yeah. She's crazy and fun, and I love her.
Would you know offhand how long she's been in your life?
I got her like right before the pandemonium.
Okay.
Phil,
oh my goodness.
February.
Holy cow.
Phil, 1,000 bits.
Phil really wants these levels. Okay. Phil, I'll tell you what. Because of all this generosity, here's what I'm going to do. If we get to level 5, sounds like you want some bonus Bean Boozled beans. We'll take care of that if we get all the way to level 5. But that's fantastic. Fantastic.
Hey, Davey, thank you so much for having me on today. You're such a gracious host. And I hope that we can grab a coffee next time I make it down to LA. Nice.
And hey, look, I'll be in Seattle before too long too. So I'd be glad. I know you love coffee. That's great. That'd be awesome. 100%. I'll take you up on that for sure. And Bill, thank you for the 2 gifts. Man, your fans are incredible.
Aren't they the sweetest?
So great. So great. Now, when you started streaming on Twitch, how did you remember meeting all these people over time? Like, did it come right away? Were there a few months where it was a little dry before that?
Well, didn't we all kind of like black out a little bit during 2020 and 2021? Like, I was really thankful that I qualified for unemployment during that time, even as a private contractor, self-employed person. And but I also didn't know how long that was going to last. I mean, it really saved me being able to afford to stay home, but I still felt really insecure the whole time. Like everything could like implode. Right. So I worked very hard to try to make Twitch work, and I had my good buddy Jeff Gall that helped me with all the tech stuff, and I think I met Bill through a Dan Navarro raid, and I don't remember when I met Phil, but I met Phil the first time I did a charity stream for I think it was No Kid Hungry, and Phil reached out and said that is one of my favorite charities. And he also said that his other favorite charity was a biking charity. So I have always had it in the back of my mind that we would do another one for the bike charity. Oh, I love that. Later.
Phil would absolutely be down for that, right? That's a great call.
And Bill's been so generous to my channel. I've drawn a caricature of him. I drew a caricature of Phil. I've drawn a caricature of, I sent, Sizerman is in the chat. I sent Sizerman a package just today.
Nice.
Big win.
Definitely. You make it through the post office. That's a big win. Big win. Well done.
Well, and being on Twitch when we were all at home all the time and like,
Phil!
I was missing, holy smokes, Phil.
Oh my goodness, Phil. Holy mackerel.
I was missing out on like that dopamine of seeing people and meeting people and that energy. And Twitch was so an unexpected relief and like invigoration in my life. It's been so fun to be on here and meet you. Aww. And at this point I've met like so many other musicians, connected with them online, and so many of them I've also gotten to meet in real life, which is crazy.
That is really wild. And the story of how you met Justin and Evelyn is very interesting to me because I think if I remember, you've been in Seattle for a while. I mean, you're from Seattle, like you're a Seattle native, and they've been in Seattle for a good while too at that point. But you met through Twitch, as it turned out, after all that.
We did, yeah. Well, the music community is sometimes when you're usable in music, you get very busy because like piano bar performers, like there's only a few of them. And I also was performing a lot by myself in various like bars and pubs. And sometimes like the singer-songwriter community is different than the jammy community, which is different than the piano bar community, which is different than the drag community, which is different than the theater community. Like it's a little segmented. So, but all of a sudden we found each other in the Twitch community.
Right.
And that's how and then I've been playing some piano bar gigs with Justin in the park this month.
Yes. That's really cool. I mean, I understand it's been raining the whole time, but look, maybe one day there'll be some sun in one of them. So
I know. I think Tuesdays, Evelyn's been playing on Tuesdays, and I think those days have been fine. So I think that I'm cursed.
I love it. All right, so let me just do a quick sandwich of the week because we only have an hour tonight. We have an hour tonight, but we'll make it worth the while, and then some trivia for you about ducks because of the hype train. I'm really excited. We'll see how you do. But let's see how we got. Oh, you got a little.
Oh, it's out of shoot. It's not charged.
Oh no, that's all right. No worries.
This is a present from Bill.
Oh, that's so nice. Let me see. Cool.
It's so bright in here. I don't know if you'd be able to see it glow, anyways.
Oh, I gotcha. So it's like a.
It's very
like
bright.
A nightlight, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, it's silicone.
Ooh, Bill.
Hello.
That's so nice of you, Bill. That's really cool. So yes, once again, hype train. And then a time for for our staple, the sandwich show, which is let's see if I got it. And it'll be a truncated edition, so I'll just do it quickly. So here's my sandwich of the week. This will be a quick one. I didn't have a lot of time, so I just got a nice chicken sandwich from a local place here in the LA area and San Diego, and maybe in Seattle too, right? Don't you have Jack in the Box up there? But
we do, yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this is the cluck sandwich. It is not a buffalo chicken sandwich, which is really what I was in the mood for tonight. So I will compromise with some Tabasco sauce. We'll put it into here and give it a shot. So there we go. Putting it in here. Bill, thank you so much for the. So there you go. And that's my sandwich of the week. So that'll be real fun. Let's go to some trivia. And I'll just be quick. I want to keep going on these stories. So let's do a couple of them quickly for you. Okay, here we go. So let's see how well you do. Trivia about ducks. One of your favorite creatures. Let us see. All right, you ready? Right.
Yeah.
If you get one right, you get a point. If you get one wrong, the chat gets a point.
Oh my God. Okay.
Good luck.
Games.
Right, here we go. Yes, games indeed. All right. Question number 1. Where do ducks normally fly during the winter?
South.
Yeah, you got it. All right, so you're off to a good start. 1 for 1. Nicely done. Okay.
Suck it, chat. Oh, sorry.
All right, that's fantastic. And we've almost maxed out the hype. Holy cow. This is insane.
Oh my God.
This is wild. Bill, thank you so much for the gift subs. And Phil, we've done it. We've done the thing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the 200 bits, Bill. I'll do the thank yous after the end of trivia. We'll just do a couple more. Okay, question number 2. Bet you get this one. Who is known as the second banana to Mickey Mouse in Disney cartoons?
Donald Duck.
It is Donald Duck. Got it. All right. Now, next question. Hey, CT, how you doing? Thank you very much. And Vibing, welcome in. My fellow contemporary in the talk show world of Twitch. Thank you so much for joining us, Vibing. Let's give her a shout out.
Oh, cool.
Too. And thank you again for the hype train. So, who is considered the arch nemesis of Bugs Bunny, Emily?
Daffy Duck.
It is Daffy Duck. Well done. Question 4. Which Caped Crusader had his own Disney TV show in the 90s?
Disney Crusader had a... Oh, Darkwing Duck?
When in trouble, you call DW. You got it. And last one for tonight. What is the name of the city where Duck's Tales took place?
Gotham?
No.
Is it in the theme song?
It is in the theme song, yeah.
God, Jeff has been asking me to learn that theme song, and I have not learned it.
Well, you got an airplane here in Duckburg.
Oh, Duckburg.
Duckburg, yeah. But you got 4 out of 5. That is very, very good. Very, very good. So congratulations. You beat the chat tonight. Well done. Someone said
Chat, you've been a great and worthy opponent.
Absolutely. Good times. So let me give some thank yous to everybody just really quickly. So this hype train started with so Toilet After Dark and Smack Talk and Breddington with their resubs. Thank you so much. Toilet After Dark with 100 bits. Jason with 200 bits. And then Bill Goodell with a resub. Phil with a resub. And then the madness started. Phil with 5 community gift subs. Smack Talk with a gift sub to Toilet After Dark. Phil with 1,000 bits. And then Bill with another gift sub. And one more gift sub to Smack Talk 94. And then Phil with a 10 bomb of gift subs. 2,000 bits from Phil Vello again. And then 4 more gift subs from Bill Goodell. I mean, this tag team of Bill and Phil have been just dynamite. 200 more bits from Phil. And then Island Vibe Presents with 143 bits. An amazing hype train. I can't believe... It still blows my mind that a talk show can get a level 5 hype train, but thank you guys. I can really appreciate you so much. That's so nice of you to do that.
Yay!
Yay! So, yeah, I mean, it just sounds like you're having a lot of fun, which is really great. And I think I think you mentioned your YouTube channel earlier in the stream, and it is a really good resource because it has a couple of things going for it. Not only just like covers of songs, which are really fun, but loop tutorials, which I can imagine are great resources, and then interviews with other loopers. I mean, I think you've you've really filled out how that works, and it just seems like a good spot. I mean, what do you like the most about what you do with the YouTube channel?
Well, that's really kind of you coming from you. You know, the interviews are some of the hardest ones because I really want to honor my guest and put them in a good light. And what's the big bonus of the interviews has been connecting with, you know, Megan Linnaeus and Ari and who else have I had? Sashi and Matt is the one that reached out to me in the first place that inspired that whole series. And getting to know some of these like friends better, like not just through Twitch, but we actually get to have a deep chat. I cut the interviews heavily, so I experience a lot more interview than I post. But that's been the best part. And then with the tutorials, I felt like when I first started, I had just a couple songs that I had arranged, you know, and it took a lot of time to arrange each one, you know, versus now when it's so second nature that I can improvise without anything planned. So people reaching out to me, but like one guy, this was really weird. Davey, can I tell you this?
Yeah, go for it.
Someone on Instagram reached out and he was like, hey, I'm a looper and I'm having trouble with this thing. And I know this is really weird, but can I call you? This is a stranger. And I like wanted to vet this person. So I wrote back, I said, are you able to send me a video of what you're doing and what's going wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And he did. And so
Okay.
sent me a video, and he seemed like not a psycho and he seemed like a good player. So I was like, okay, I don't, who cares? Call me. I called him on Instagram.
Oh, okay. That's smart. Yeah.
And I met this random looper guy. I don't even remember where he's from. And we talked looping for 15 minutes, and I helped him out. I told him some bad news, and then I encouraged him, and then he tipped me $20.
Oh, wow. So you got $20 out of it. That's pretty good.
I mean, I expected nothing, but the community reaching out and asking for help has been makes me feel very useful.
That's cool. Yeah, no, you did the right thing though, making sure to just to take out the creep factor from it. That could have gone any number of directions. So it's really Tim, welcome in. It's good to see you. Welcome. It's good to see you. By the way, if you ever wondered who the first guest in the history of the show was, Tim was it. So it's so good.
Really?
Yeah. He's a gaming streamer. He plays Dead by Daylight a lot, and has a lot good time with his friends up there on there. It's really good times. So, and he just said and this is the King of Chaos talking, by the way, all shall bow down to the amazing Emily McVicker, for which I think we all agree. And
you're such a gracious host. And Tim, that's really, really cool that you're the first guest. When was your first guest? Your first stream, Davey?
It was I was on May 4th, 2021, Star Wars Day. That's how I always remember it, because it's Star Wars Day. That makes it easy.
Sashi's birthday.
Is that true? How about that? Let's give Sashi a shout out too then. Like that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So now you do have a thing with Sashi. Like how close would you say you are to her at this point? Because you did the interview, right, for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've rated each other a lot. Have you done a collab? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we have one planned, because she's actually
nice.
coming.
Okay.
She has like a gig here in Seattle in a couple weeks, maybe 1 week. I have to check the calendar very soon. And so she's like, I'm coming out to Seattle, and I was like, let's do a collab. And I'm really excited to meet her in real life. Like the first time we rated her, she was so sweet and so gracious, and I felt connected to her because we both had come from the cruise ship life. And even though she was on a different cruise line as me, like it's a very unique experience that I felt like, oh, she's my sister now. Okay.
That's really that's amazing. But that's kind of what can happen on Twitch. Like you can feel like you've known people forever before even actually meeting them in person. And then when you do.
And she's been killing it. Like she started Twitch, I think not as long ago, but has just really she's like got upgrades. Like every time I go visit her stream, it's just better and better. So I really admire her, and someone I can learn a lot from as well.
Super cool. Thank you for the shout outs, by the way, Aaron. I appreciate the shout out to Sashi as well. It's really interesting to see all these cool people that on the platform who, before the pandemic, you'd see folks like these at the coffee shop or at the bar or at the mall or at 3rd Street Promenade out here near in Santa Monica, and you always think, oh, there's that guy that's got the guitar and the kids and the money, but now you get to know who these people are individually, and it's just amazing. Like, who. I mean, you kind of already broke it down, but like, do you feel the same kind of appreciation for the street performers in that regard since seeing these folks on Twitch?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, because like I wonder from a fellow musician, what's your perspective on that, on meeting these folks on the platform?
Well, actually, a friend today texted me. He said, "Are you still doing those gigs at SeaTac Airport?" Because like about once a week, I would go to SeaTac, and I had like a badge, and I'd go through put my guitar and my looper through the security, and they had speakers all set up for me. And I loved doing that. I would play for like 3 hours a week, and it was kind of busking style, but they did pay me to be there.
Okay.
And I would meet people from all over the United States, all over the world, and they were traveling. Like, think about, I was noticing everybody I talked to seemed to be going through some like big life shift, like either they're going to a funeral or a graduation or a wedding. It was always an event that they were going to because they're flying. So I would end up having these really short but meaningful interactions with people that way.
Mm-hmm.
And so many of them have kept in touch, and quite a few of them have popped in on Twitch, which it's just a really, really big compliment. Some people from like cruise ships that cruised with my band, not knowing who I was at all, have kept in touch with me. And I'll see them show up at my show. They'll be like, "You won't remember me, but I was on that cruise to Puerto Vallarta."
It's great that they remember you, though. That's so cool. Like, what a good feeling that is.
It's really like just so amazing and meaningful that they remember me, you know?
Yeah. I feel.
Don't you forget about me.
Duh. Hey, Tina Frank is in the chat. Welcome in, Tina. So good to see you. Welcome in. I'm nice to see you. She's a great supporter of both our shows, but particularly your show. And she says hi. So hello.
Hi, Tina. I used to live nearby a family of Frenches.
Oh, the French family.
I always thought that was the coolest last name.
Oh yeah. I wonder how their cooking was. That's a goofy question, but I wondered.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
They were good at softball.
Yeah. Well, Tomas, welcome in. No, I'm just a host, so thanks for asking, but appreciate the follow. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see. Yeah, Tina says, "Hey, oh, thanks. Oh, it's my married name."
Married
right
name.
on. So you married into a French family. Good stuff. French toast is Siserman. I love it. Oh man, good times. Breakfast Club, great movie. Oh yeah, I've never actually. You know what's funny? I've never seen the entire movie. It is a good movie though. All right, let's take care of business here. But you know what we should do next? Coming up, Siserman says poutine. Have you ever had poutine? Out of curiosity.
Have I? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's how it works. Poutine is fries with gravy and cheese curds on the top. It's a Canadian delicacy.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good. So if you ever see it around, I would recommend.
Bill says yum.
Oh, yeah. Good time, yum.
Even though Bill is pretty mad at me for not knowing about Duckburg. Woo!
Yeah, I did see the chat really getting in on that. Like they wanted you to get that one right. Yeah.
Oh, ask Murdy. So my OG mod Murdy is Canadian, and I wonder if he likes poutine.
Ooh, I mean, it's not necessarily going to be an automatic for a Canadian to like poutine, but I would imagine Murdy does. We'll see. Siserman says, "What am I, Bill?" I see.
Siserman is also Canadian.
Okay, I got you. So Siserman.
I know because I mailed him a package today.
Oh, right. How much more is it to mail a package to Canada? Well, I should know this answer. That's a silly question because I actually did this too.
I don't know. I just sent the bill to Bill.
Okay. Word up. Bill Goodell with a bill. Love it. Too good. So let's see. Aww.
Have you always lived in LA? Are you from there originally?
I am from. Okay, this is what's great. So Bill, I'm glad you're in the chat. So I grew up one town over from where Bill lives. So I'm from Oxnard, California. So that's about an hour and a half away from where I live today, which is Santa Monica. So I moved to here in 2009, and then I spent before that I spent 4 years in Santa Barbara. So I was in Santa Barbara, then I came here, and then I've been in Samo so I've been in LA for since 2009. So that's, what is that now, 14, 15 years, I guess. Wow. Yeah, the 13 years. Okay, it kind of, time goes by like that. You just don't even know. So that's how long I've been here, yeah. But I'm basically a Southern California guy forever. Kind of like yourself, with Seattle. You've been a Seattle person for your entire life, and,
I did have 10 years in the middle from college and...
oh, sure. And you said you were in New York for a couple years or a year or so?
It was probably like it might have been a year total,
Okay.
but I was just in and out for a while. I was a serial subletter, so I got to live in every borough when I had so few possessions in the world that I could carry everything with me
Yeah.
as I moved.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
I'm no longer that mobile.
That looper could have come in. Loopers can come in handy if you're mobile like that, though, because like they can travel with you, which is.
Well, I did not loop then though.
Oh, right,
I was trying to be an actress and I did cruise ships like as just a vocalist, and I didn't start looping till I came to Seattle and I needed to. I didn't know any other musicians. I didn't have any gigs, so I was doing caricatures as an artist on the side, and then I started getting solo gigs as I started meeting people in the community, and one by one I just got all booked up doing that.
Okay.
And I wasn't a very good ukulele player. I played this. Wait, how do I point to it? This ukulele, this big one, which is like it's a baritone, so it's kind of a bastardization between a guitar and a uke.
Ooh.
And then I started playing guitar, like maybe a year before the pandemic. So that still felt like a pretty new instrument to me.
I gotcha.
But I only bring that up because the loop, like getting to lean on like my beatboxing and acapella skills has helped me develop the other instruments that I can do now.
How long have you had like a command of beatboxing? Like, has that been with you from the start, or did that start with the looping as well?
I think I was always good at that, actually.
Cool.
Because if I wasn't good, like when in high school, when I wasn't good at something, I would never try it. Like I was way too shy to try stuff and be bad, which is a stupid way to live. And I think I'm better at my ego now. But we were just in choir, and there was another kid that was trying it, and the rhythm was so terrible. It was like, can I do the drums? Let me do everybody a favor.
Oh no. Good call on that. So, yeah.
Bill says shy.
I know. Yeah.
I was shy though. Like sometimes it's not easy to try stuff when you're a kid and you're trying to be cool, and
Bill does not
now I
believe
don't
it.
care. He doesn't believe it.
But Bill, it's very cool to see that you were in my hometown of Oxnard from '99 to a while. Let's just say a while. But so cool. That's really cool, Bill. Like and I know that Bill's part of got his own music thing going with Gates and Goodell, which is cool as well. That's pretty cool. So
yeah, Bill. I mean, Bill has been so supportive of me. It hasn't been till like actually getting to meet Bill in real life and meet friends of his in his circle. They're like, oh yeah, we know of Bill Goodell. Like they knew of his music and his duo, and I know he's working on a full length some right now. So follow Bill Goodell on Instagram. He posts the most delightful living room videos.
Good times. Oh yeah, you're right about that. I follow him. I do follow him on Instagram. Good call on that. So Aaron says, first of all, Aaron mentioned a while back that you were graduating high school in 2009. Man, those were the days. And Aaron says, I was so shy and anxious as a kid. One of my teachers thought I was a mute. Wow. Crazy. And we do love Bill. Thank you, Phil, for that reminder. We do love Bill. You're a really nice guy, Bill. So I hope eventually I can meet you in person as well. Do we have time to talk about that later? Maybe not yet. Let's go get the chat a chance to ask some questions of Emily. And we call this America's favorite moment in Twitch broadcasting.
Do the dance. It's time for random questions. It's time. Ask us anything.
All right, let's do it. All right, mods, so go ahead and open up the queue, and we're ready for your questions. If you have a question for us, mostly for Emily, but exclamation point question followed by the question itself, and we'll answer them. Oh, you said elementary school in 2009? Oh my goodness, Aaron. Wow, you are the young one for sure. I didn't. I should have put that together. High school is 2016. Man, good. Wow. Aaron, that's great. Cherish your youth. That's awesome. All right, so do we have the queue open? Let's go check and refresh and make sure. And let's see what we got in the queue tonight. Yes, we do. So exclamation point question followed by your question for Emily McVicker. We'd love to hear from you tonight. There we go. Thank you, Bill. And Bill asks, Emily, are you making a kitty CD?
Yeah, it's coming by slowly, but I did write a new song for it the other day. It's called Kitty Cat Compliment.
Ooh. Already a good title. I like it.
I am so anxious to like work on some new music and start from scratch again. I just have these songs that I feel like I have had left over from even before Twitch that I don't have good recordings of, and I'm being so nitpicky this time. I want them to be great.
No, you should though. Like, make it the best album of all time. That's the way to go. Great idea. Pinball Sorcerer's in the chat. Can we give Pinball a shout out too? So good to see you, Pinball. Fellow Seattleite, by the way. Hello.
Oh,
Pinball.
really?
Yeah.
I've seen Pinball on Justin and Evelyn's stream. I didn't realize you were a Seattleite.
True story. True story. I hope eventually you all meet. Well, we know that's another opportunity for. So we know that Justin and Evelyn are organizing JevCon, so that's going to be fun to meet.
JevCon.
I know, it's a real thing. It's good times. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh, terrible. I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the show. So we have a community challenge, and it's for me to bork an entire Broadway production. So if you have 2,000 points to spare, or even less than that, feel free to contribute to that. We have 13 days remaining in that challenge. And
what is bork? I'm not familiar with this verb.
Oh, sure. Bork is just a term. It's a general term that over time has meant to obstruct something. So it just means you fudge around a production, or you screw up something. So in the context of music, and it's particularly here on the Sandwich Show, it just means that like I would sing a song from Broadway, and instead of like certain words I would replace with bork. So the bork of the opera is here inside your bork. Kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
like
awesome.
Mad Libs, but just with bork. Thank you so much for your 694 points. Emily wants in on this. This is great.
I want the bork.
Well, if you want the bork, it sounds like we are on track. I love it. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for the emotes too, everybody. So next up in the queue, a great question from Smack Talk, which I know the answer to because you mentioned it before on YouTube and also on stream. But his question is, what's with the two mics?
Oh, well, I started using two mics when I was doing looping as a soloist, and I had one only at first because I only owned one mic, and because I had so many background singers and I did some a cappella arrangements, you couldn't hear the lead voice when I was singing the melody. Mm-hmm. So I just by having two mics and having one that was designated the lead, if I needed to, I could turn the band down with my foot. Right. These days, though, I don't use two mics when I'm playing out anymore because my new looper has a feature. What is it, Cleo? Has a feature where I can turn the band down but I can keep the live stuff loud, if that makes sense.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, absolutely.
And I will do it on Twitch, but my Bruiser mic, this SM7B, I don't want to dilute the quality. Mm-hmm. So I will have to do it a different way. I think I can route it into my interface and then into the looper and then back into the interface, but that I need a day of tech support for that.
That sounds like a lot of routing. Yeah, that could get wild. So yeah, good luck on that. I hope that works out. Sounds pretty good. But how about Bruiser? Like Bruiser has been generous too, like offering you this incredible microphone, which I know I haven't too, but it's a very, very good microphone. So, props to Bruiser. I mean, when did you meet him?
I think I met him probably around the time with Bill Goodell. I think he's a longtime friend of our other friend, Dan Navarro, mm-hmm. who was, he's a songwriter and he wrote We Belong for Pat Benatar.
Right.
and does a lot. I think he tours a lot and does house concerts. And Bruiser has been a steadfast friend of his during all that. So when Dan twitched, Bruiser twitched, and then I luckily ended up with Bruiser in my life.
Aw, that's cool. That's very
I got to meet Bruiser the other day, actually. He came to Seattle, and he came to my show with Justin.
Right. One of the rainy shows. Cool.
It was so rainy. He had a cover.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I think I did see the cover on Instagram, so that's great you got to meet him, though. Yeah, he's a cool guy, for sure. He's been around here, too, so good to see.
Well, and that's what's so nuts is, like, you know, before Twitch, I was that guy, like, in the corner of the bar, or the pub, or whatever, just, like, playing, singing. Like, I would try to engage with people, but for the most part, they were strangers. And on Twitch, it's been so nuts actually knowing the people in the crowd and seeing so many familiar screen names every week, and that I feel like I get to know people even if I don't know their gender or their face, or there's so much I don't know, but I just feel like that doesn't matter when you are friends. You can be totally friends without all of that extra information.
It's so great that it lines up like that. It is cool. 100%. Mod Father's in the chat. Stuart Hayek, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you from the great city of Winnipeg. That's so good to see you in tonight. So here's a question from our friend Erin, who was the first mod of the Sandwich Show, and just a all around cool gal. Her question: how is the kitty cat?
That kitty?
Yeah.
She's doing good.
Cool.
It was hard. Like when I played this weekend, she had to spend the night by herself one night, and I hate leaving her. Sometimes I'm able to call my mom to come spend the night with her, which helps me. But my mom was even out of town, so I was like, well, it's just 24 hours. She'll be fine. And she was totally fine, but it's still, I feel bad because she's such a social kitty.
Aww. Well,
when I'm in the kitchen, she's in the kitchen. When I'm in the fridge, she's on my shoulders. When I'm sleeping in my room, she will come join me.
That's well, that's cool that she's attached to you. That's really great to see the love going back and forth. That's really cool. And so, Cleo, we send our love back to you.
Cleo. What a diva.
Maybe I'm attached to divas, though, on some level. I feel like that's the case.
People told me that cats were, like, kind of indifferent, and that has not been my experience at all.
Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Nailed it. When she wants, she's in your shirt, per your song, which is like...
Yeah, I have to wear bigger shirts, though, now.
Oh.
Because she's bigger.
Oh, that's right.
She'll still do it, but, like, she doesn't fit in the mall anymore.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. That's a pretty... sometimes you ask questions like, what was your inspiration behind that song? I mean, that's just in the song title. Like, it's so obvious, like, that's totally what it's about. So that's really cool.
Well, I'd been singing, like, you know, I had so few friends that would come over when we were all in lockdown, and Cleo would go in my shirt, and I would just, like, my friend Jeff, I'd be like, kitty in my shirt, kitty in my shirt, kitty. I was just, like, trying to be annoying.
Yeah. And
then Jeff was, like, so supportive. He's like, I can't wait till you finish the whole song. And I'm like, Jeff, it's not a whole song. It's just a song for you. And then one day I was in the kitchen and it came to me, and I sent him a voice memo I just wrapped the whole thing into my voice memo.
Oh, wow. And you still have it?
I think I do.
Okay.
I mean, I think I meant to send it to my subscribers on Discord. The original kitty in my shirt voice memo.
That's a great treasure. If you do find it and put it on the Discord, that's really cool. That'd be a really cool bonus for the Discord sub channel, I gather. That's cool. Well, as you
I still feel like... Wait, this might be it.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
I don't want to go out. I can't go outside. Take a lesson from my kitty. Just everybody hide. in the home or just avoiding work, you can offer your cat the inside of your shirt. Kitty in my shirt, kitty, kitty in my shirt. Kitty in my shirt, kitty, kitty in my shirt. Kitty in my shirt, kitty, kitty in my shirt. Kitty in my shirt, kitty, kitty in my shirt. Nobody can see you're a little indignant. And when taking a pic, you look a little bit pregnant. So listen to me. All
Very
you
strange.
cats and kittens, you can shelter in here. Exclusive kitty admission. Kitty in my shirt. Kitty, kitty in my shirt. Kitty in my shirt. Kitty, kitty in my shirt. You can shelter away. Cuddle kitties all day.
So I actually used that end, the sound bite at the very end is in the song.
Oh, that's actually in the song. The last
Yeah.
part. Wow.
It's the same, yeah.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Like Emily McVicker history here on the show. That is so cool.
I love writing silly rhymes like that. Like I have a good friend that does YouTube content. He's called the Urban Prepper. And he asked me a couple months ago, he's like, hey, do you have a fanny pack? And can you make a short clip of how much you love your fanny pack? And I was just like swamped to the gills. I said, I do not have time this week. But what I will do is later I will help you make an entire fanny pack music video, if you like. And I just recently wrote him a fanny pack rap. But he didn't respond, so I don't know if he likes it.
Oh no!
I thought it was pretty good.
I know. I bet you was pretty good. I can't wait to hear it when it's eventually released on Spotify.
Our fanny pack video.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Mad Clean One's in the chat. Welcome in, Mike. How you doing? Let's give Mad Clean One a shout out. A guitar streamer. Has a band too. It's really good stuff. So let me just get this bean out of the way. I have to do it quickly tonight. We don't. So this is either egg, rotten egg, or buttered popcorn. This is for who? Who did this? Oh, for Hyper. Hyper, it's so good to see you. How you doing, Hyper? Did we get Hyper a shout out too?
Hyper.
Hyper UK. Let's go. Pop it up. All right, let's see which one this is.
Oh, this is just jelly bean?
Mm-hmm. And it's not good.
Oh.
That was not fun. Oh.
I can taste it vicariously through your facial expressions.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, that is stench that'll carry several thousand miles. Oh my god. So bad.
Butter popcorn or rotten egg?
Mm-hmm.
Are those the Harry Potter ones?
Very similar. Very similar.
Okay.
It's the Jelly Belly brand being boozled. But very similar idea. Very similar idea. Nasty. Nasty. Yeah, thanks, chat, for commiserating. Now, Emily, here's the big question. So we have a tradition here on the Sandwich Show. The question, which is, here we go. Pancakes, waffles, or French toast? Or crepes?
I think lately I have liked pancakes.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't eat them very often, but I do have some gluten-free pancake mix that I like and some sugar-free chocolate chips. And I put sugar-free chocolate chips in my gluten-free pancakes. It's pretty delish.
That sounds great. That sounds great. So score one for pancakes. One of our friends, Jade Tile, a regular here, is gonna love it. Jade, you get another one. You get another one on your team. So mark one for pancakes mods if you could. Wow. Pancakes started to make a comeback though. Pancakes was trailing way behind. You'll see the score. Oh, okay. Right on. Aaron, have a great night. Let me give you one more shout out. Our friends Justin and Evelyn have just started. So, Aaron, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night. So
Bye, Aaron.
We appreciate you. Yeah, Erin's a great mod. Great mod. I can't thank her enough for all her hard work here. But Pancakes is now moving on up. Eight votes for Pancakes. About time. Pancakes is buried in the standings here. French Toast and Waffles are leading with 11 points each. Bill says, did I miss sandwiches? Yes. It was a very quick segment, but this is what I had tonight. A Jack in the Box cluck sandwich.
Oop. Sorry.
With some... Oh, no worries. With some Tabasco sauce added for extra flavoring and spice. So that's what we have tonight. Do you have any additional questions, anyone in the chat? Exclamation point question followed by a question. And we've got about 10 more minutes, so feel free You're very welcome, Bill. I'm glad to do that. Absolutely. But we would love to hear from you. Any question you have about Emily's career, likes, dislikes, favorite foods, things like that, let us know here in chat. We would love to chat with you about it. So,
Island Vibing, I think a minute ago, asked about beatboxing tips.
okay.
I don't know if they added it to the question part, but what is interesting about beatboxing is like there's lots of different ways to make the sounds. And I worked when I did 3 different a cappella shows at Hershey Park, and all the beatboxers had different ways of doing their sounds, but the best ones, it didn't really matter what the sound was. It was just as if they had good feel. So I would always practice beatboxing just in the car instead of singing in the car to just make sure you have a very strong metronome in your soul. And then my other tip is I like the inhaled snare, because some people go, like the first beat I ever learned was from that Lauryn Hill. It was a Lauryn Hill cover of, I think, Frankie Valli maybe, but it's like that.
Nice.
Where the snare is like a K sound. And my favorite snare is like an inhale through like the sides of your tongue, like so. And that also helps you breathe while you're beatboxing. So now I would do that same beat. So those are my tips.
That's clever. Wow. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. Really cool. Yeah. Little things help you become a master beatboxer. So let's get the next question from Bill Goodell, who asks, Emily, are you ever going to play your accordion on stream again? I want to hear about this.
That's a great question. I do have an accordion under my bed. I played it. I took accordion lessons for a tiny bit after I learned it for a musical, and then I was like, oh, this is really fun. I want to keep learning accordion. It's really heavy though. When I played accordion a lot, I was getting like, I think, inflammation in my arms. And so I would wake up and my hands would be numb. And have you ever tried an accordion, Davey?
No, I've maybe like the toy one, but not a real size one. I'd love to. Oh,
they're very heavy. I don't even know the proper technique. Like you have to sit up really straight so you don't play like this. And it's physically exhausting. I should play the accordion more on stream. It wouldn't even need to be plugged in. It's so loud.
Oh, really? Wow.
Sound comes from they're really hard to mic because sound comes from every direction of them.
Yeah.
So if you put like a condenser mic that would get the sound of the room, it would feed back very easily. And I installed a plug into mine when I was playing in this country band for a minute, but I think it also helps to be Romanian.
Phil, that's great.
Ouch. Okay, never mind. We want no. We'll build. I mean, life hurts sometimes. Phil is referencing so one time at the airport, sometimes it would be typical that I would see people traveling with instruments. So this one man had this very unusual shaped backpack. And I said, excuse me, sir, is that an accordion on your back? And it was. He whips out this accordion and he's a total virtuoso. The accordion is very loud. It's like an electric accordion. It's like more like a keyboard, just shaped like an accordion. Yeah. And someone took a video of him starting to play, and he started to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And then I started singing with him, and it was very impromptu. And in the middle of last year, I realized it had like 500,000 views.
What? Wow. So good.
It was kind of a nice surprise. Apparently, he's world famous. Wow. And that's still my most watched video on YouTube. That video allowed me to monetize my channel.
Hey, listen, that's awesome. That's awesome. Even if it's off the back, literally off the back of someone else.
Like, I feel right about now, I'm having this like nice over the hill moment because I have the same equal amount of American watchers as I have Romanian watchers. I've turned in the corner.
That was an uphill battle for a while. I'm glad you went over, you got over the hump there. And Phil says, "Well, he's famous now." Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe you're the spark for his fame. Always possible.
Oh, Pinball Sorcerer says,
you've got the
I
link.
got the link.
We'll do one better than that. Yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Because we can play the video, too, so we can take a look at this.
Oh, no way.
Oh, yeah. Let's see the thing. Hold on a sec.
I was just lucky that I had done my hair that day.
Right up.
My hair looks awesome in that video.
Oops, gotta turn this guy down.
Is that your phone ringing?
No, that was a commercial for the YouTube video. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Oh, thanks, Phil.
Okay.
Are those Pac-Mans behind you there, Davey?
They are. Yeah, you're right. So I got this as a present for my birthday back in May. So my sister, my cousin, I think, gave me this little Pac-Man display, and it does little tricks too. Like, it moves back and forth, and there's a third mode which is amazing, where it'll like go up and down based on like your music playing. So if you play music and it's on, it starts like going like a VU meter. So
neat.
It is a very cool device. But yeah, that's the Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man. Big fan of Pac-Man. I don't know if you are too, but that's pretty cool that you noticed. Thanks.
Yeah, I've played a bit of Pac-Man.
Cool. Do you remember any particular high scores in Pac-Man, or just being like good enough to last more than like 10 minutes? Or
there was like this. Well, across from my high school, there was this old-fashioned diner-style place with pinball and Pac-Man. It's very like retro.
That's cool.
So I would play those games a little bit.
Yeah.
And pinball, like, they have full establishments for pinball here in Seattle.
That's correct.
But not for Pac-Man that I know of.
Yeah. Pinball is quite legitimately good at pinball. That is a true story. I'm happy to report because I talked to him. He was on this show too, and we were talking about that. And like, it was really good to see that he was true to his name. I love it. All right, folks. You ready to watch some Romanian and Emily greatness right here? Let's see what this is about, folks. Here we go. All right. He's a drummer. Oh, this is such a jazzy vibe right here. This is good.
I still don't know how it works with the whole drum set, and maybe it was just like a triggered drum he could hit.
Is it like an electric accordion?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I have no idea what the bellows do, if they even...
Yeah, same.
If there's a real accordion with reeds and stuff, I have no idea.
Oh, I see. So there's a track underneath this.
But at this point, I had only been playing guitar for like a year, so I couldn't jam. Just like, I'll just hold this guitar.
That's pretty fun. Now she's doing a great job. That's really cool. Thank you for showing that to us, Pinball. Really, really cool. Oh my goodness, that is fun. That is fun.
He had been watching me though during the day,
oh, yeah?
so I had played kind of, that Hawaiian Somewhere Over the Rainbow song.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The Hawaiian version. He started playing the Judy Garland version, but it was definitely like, it was a nice gesture because he's like, oh, I know this song also that you played,
Aw, that's cool. Yeah.
So when I started singing, eventually it was that.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, it was nice to see that firsthand. I mean, that's a cool video for sure. So, but do go to the channel for other things too, including incredible loop tutorials and covers of awesome songs and interviews, which feature some really good other loopers out there in Twitch land. So let's see. Anything else in the queue? We don't have anything else in the queue. Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. But thank you very much for your participation, everybody. That was really nice of you to chip in with your questions for Emily McVicker. Really cool. So let me see. What do I close with? Let me think. You've covered a lot of ground.
Closing time.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Well, when you, well, I was trying to ask, like, when you have the opportunity to request music, or if you had a first dance, or if you got married, what kind of music would you ask for? Like, what's your musical preference?
First dance? That's an interesting question. Okay. Wow, what a question. I mean, you could do like 1,000 Years, something like that. I don't know.
Very romantic.
Very romantic kind of vibe, that kind of thing. Something like that, I guess. I haven't really thought about it. It's a good question.
It wouldn't be like, everybody dance now.
Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah. But you know, that would be like the intro dance, like at a wedding, right? Like,
oh,
now,
yep.
Oh, that'd be good. Everybody dance now. That's really good. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lincoln. Appreciate you so much for the kind comment. I mean, I think what's interesting about talking about like the kind of music that connects to you, it can definitely be different things for different moments. So if I flip that back to you, like, what would your choice be for something like that? Like, what would your first dance song be, or your intro song be, or baseball? If you're playing baseball, like, what would be your walk-up song when you go to the plate? Like, would you have songs for those things?
Oh yeah, if I was like Michael Jordan.
Yeah. If you're
they announce, and now standing at 5'7", put your hand. Where's my stream tech? Put your hands together for Emily McVicker. Boom, got, boom, ba-doo, got that. It would be like, everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now. Welcome to the Space Jam.
Oh my God. Smack Talk, I love it. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So now you're going to get a lineup of announced from myself. Let's do the thing. Okay, so the way this works is we literally do pretty much the same thing. We do a basketball style lineup, and anybody in the chat can participate, ! Lineup, and then we'll do the thing. We got the music, and we got the Bulls, lights, and everything. Let's go. All right. So, again, ! Lineup if you want in. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Okay, here we go. This is a very popular redeem here on this channel.
I love this.
Here we go.
I'm not quite sure what's happening, but...
Get those emotes in the chat, everybody.
Yeah.
And now the starting lineup for your Davey's eating a sandwich choo-choo. Leading off tonight, representing the great state of Maine, home for lobsters and great talk shows. Hanging out in the veranda by the pool, our good friend, a fellow talk show host on Twitch Island, Big Freezer! And also joining us, not too far away from where Emily McVicker is, representing the Pacific Northwest, sure plays a mean pinball sorcerer! And representing the Rocky Mountains, having a good time on his swift bicycle, riding either virtually or out on the street, actually raising money for charity from time to time. Our good, beloved, generous friend Phil. And representing some place out there in the world that is not in the UK, our extremely generous, amazing friend of the Shaman Show. You're killing me, Smalls. Smack Talk 94. And representing the Gold Coast, only one town over from where I grew up. Part of Gates and Goodell, one of Emily McVicker's biggest fans. Give it up for Bill Goodell! joining us tonight in the Sam Show chat. A friend of both the Sam Fam and the Mermaniacs at Emily McVicker's music channel, Sizerman 51! And joining us also, sneaking in through the back door by running it up to the court, our friend Pinball Sorcerer's better half, also in Seattle, Washington. Hello, and lastly but not leastly tonight, our collab guest, prolific music looper and singer-songwriter with many cool, fun, original songs. One of the nicest and coolest people on the entire Twitch platform, standing at 5'7", as she mentioned herself. Give it up for Emily McVicker!
Thank you.
I love it. Oh. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries, your Davy's eating a sandwich. Sandwich Choo-Choo! Pump it up, everybody. Yes! Well done.
Oh.
Oh man, thanks everybody. Oh man, thank you for the emote. Reeling it in. Reeling it in.
Stir the pot.
Stir the pot. Yeah. Oh, so good. So good. Thanks for the emotes, everybody. Thank you for the Smack Talk, I think? Yeah. Yeah, Smack Talk. Thank you very much for the
Bad Girls by Donna Summer?
Yeah, so what happens in that song? So that song is, get ready for this, but it's like the extremely long version, and in the middle of the song they just get into like, you know, and it's like, why? That's just so random, but that's part of that song. That's weird.
I'm the band leader from an event next week, and I called that song We're Gonna Play It With the Band. I'm pretty excited to get the whole band to do it.
That's cool. That's cool. That is very cool. So that's going to wrap it up, everybody. But thank you so much. Emily, this has been a really fun time. Thank you so much for doing this with us tonight.
Oh, man, it's such a joy, Davey. You're so sweet to include other people on your platform and have all these cool games and animations. I'm so impressed.
Oh, thank you, Emily. And you know, coming from someone who's prolific with technology as you are, that means a lot. That's really cool of you to say that. Thank you so much.
Yes, me. I am prolific of technology.
I mean, certainly, I know there are going to be ups and downs with it, as I saw on your YouTube channel, like with the RC600, but it'll get there. I mean, it's incredible. So, folks, everybody here, thank you so much for all the subs and resubs. Look at all these resubs. This is nuts. Look at this. This is like a Marvel movie of credits.
Wow.
This is incredible. Oh my goodness. Thank you. And thank you for all the bits, everybody, as well. Sizer says Emily builds things. Lincoln says so much fun. Twitch music rocks, which it does. Lincoln, you're right. 100%.
It does.
Twitch rocks.
Twitch rocks. Oh, and can I share something?
Sure.
Just today, I scheduled a fundraiser that I am organizing for Navajo Strong on July 2nd. So I am confirming the lineup as we speak. But I really wanted to support the Navajo community that lives kind of far and remote away from some of the resources that they need. And one of very important member of our community is the founder of Navajo Strong, who has made it their whole mission to get resources and help to those people. So July 2nd, it's a Saturday, and it's going to be hype.
That is major hype. So we're talking a raid train, like with like a whole lineup?
Yeah.
Wow. Emily, that's fantastic. Great job. That's really cool.
I'm excited. Yeah, Phil, it's our second fundraiser, but I'm organizing it, so hope it goes fine.
go well. I'm very. I mean, with yourself in the mix, that's going to be a great day. That is really cool. So I'm looking.
I'm excited, and I'm excited to have like my favorite streamers, meet each other through this too.
Absolutely.
The more connections, the better. I think.
I think so too. Yeah. So speaking of friends and friendships, I think we have a good feel for where to raid tonight. So what would you say if we travel a couple blocks down your street and go say hi to Justin and Evelyn tonight?
Yeah, I'll just ride my bike over and like.
That's so gettable. That's so funny. But the funny thing is that can actually happen. That's what's so great about it. Oh my goodness, so good.
Yep, I know where they live.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know how to break in.
I was gonna say you have the gate code. It's like door code. Oh, so good.
Just kidding. I'm not really IRL raiding, but I do ride my bike to their house.
That is cool. That is cool.
Often.
Love it a lot. So thanks again, folks. Copy the raid call. We're gonna start the raid in just a moment. We're gonna go head over to Justin and Evelyn, say hello, see what they've
Thank
been
you
up
everyone for coming out and hanging with me and Davey.
Yeah, and that back at and I completely mirror all of that. I echo all of that. Y'all have been great tonight, and especially with your generosity. So cool to have you as part of this, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your night, and let's go say hi. Oh my goodness, Justin! Look what Justin's wearing right now. This is okay. We better get over there right away. This is getting wild. So, so yeah, take care, everybody. We should be back in a day or so, but the big show for us Saturday. We're part of Dino Stream Fest. We're gonna do some crazy stuff with Legos on Saturday afternoon. So don't miss it. But we'll tell you more about that later over at Discord. Follow us on all the things. But meanwhile, y'all, right?
Dinos.
Take care, everybody. And yeah, we'll go see you, Justin Evelyn. Bye, everyone.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.